Shalom to all my brothers and sisters. Today we're going to learn about Satan. Who is Satan in Tanakh? Who is Satan in Hebrew, in the Hebrew Scriptures? Now, when we read the Hebrew Scriptures, the description of Satan and his role as an angel is very, very different than what we see in the New Testament. The first time the word Satan, Satan in Hebrew, comes up is in Numbers chapter 22, verse 22, where it said that God sent an angel as an adversary against Balaam. The words there in Hebrew are ha-satan, as a Satan against him. We see there are many translations put adversary. It means an obstruction, a roadblock, an adversary, something that gets in the way. And the meaning of Satan is just and right for what his role is on this earth. His role on this earth is to obstruct our good deeds, our righteousness, by tempting us into doing something against Elohim. And if we rule over that sin or temptation, Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, as Elohim told Cain, you can be the master over sin, not that you cannot conquer it, not that there is some evil force that is too much for you. No, that you can be the master over sin. So therefore, if we conquer Satan, our roadblock, our adversary, we build our spiritual muscles. We become better people. We become closer to Elohim. This is how we gain virtue. And that's what the role of Satan is in real life, in reality, not the New Testament, the Greek. In the Hebrew Scriptures, even in the book of Job, Satan comes among the angels. And God talks to Satan, and he says, where have you come from? And he says, from going to and fro the entire earth. And he says, have you noticed my servant Job? He doesn't say, what are you doing up here? You're my enemy? No. He says, have you noticed my servant? He's having a conversation with one of his angels. And he says, he is righteous in all he does. Have you noticed him? And Satan basically tells him, is he righteous for nothing? Do you not bless the work of his hands? Look at him. He has a very cushy life. Only take that stuff away from him and watch. He'll curse you to your face. He's not being mean. He's not saying something evil or against God. He's saying, look, he's being real with him. Just like a father would talk to a son. The son basically says to the father, look, this person that works for you, Dad, take all of his riches away, all his tools away. Guarantee you he'll curse you to your face. And he says to Satan, this is the point, because many people will disagree right now. He says to Satan, very carefully, listen, he says, you will do X, Y, and Z, and do not kill him. He gives him orders, and he does just as God says. He does not do what he wants. He doesn't say, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do what I want. No, he follows the orders of God. Satan does not control anything. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I make the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yehovah, do all these things. There is no other force. We can master over sin. It's called free will. This is what the knowledge of good and evil is all about. The knowledge of good and evil. This is why Elohim, God, tells his angels after the incident in the Garden of Eden, he tells his angels, he says, look, they have become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Yes, God knows all things. He is all. There is no other force but him. So Satan, his role is to go out and do the bidding to tempt us. He does not do what he wants. God rules. There is no other force in control. Only Elohim, only God. Satan can do only as God tells him to do. We are responsible for our own actions. We have a choice to do good or evil. That is what Satan is in the Hebrew Scriptures and in reality. I compared him in one of my earlier videos to, if you ever seen the story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka, we have Slugsworth. He is a character that is out to tempt the children into doing something wrong and turning turning against Willy Wonka by taking something that was not theirs, committing a sin, an act of treason in the chocolate factory. Now, all of them failed. They all wanted to be rewarded by doing something wrong. But Charlie did not. He almost stole the everlasting gobstopper. But in the end, he ended up giving it back to Willy Wonka, therefore conquering, mastering over that sin. And because of that, he was rewarded. He was rewarded with the factory itself. That's the best way I can describe who Satan really is on this earth. He does not dominate over us. We make a choice. We are responsible for our own actions. We cannot keep blaming a Satan for everything. Satan is not to blame. If you pick up a gun and try to shoot someone in cold blood murder, it's your fault, your choice. If you rob a bank, that's your choice. You are choosing to do this. If you steal, you are choosing to steal. Nobody puts a gun to your head to steal. You choose to do evil. And that's why I'm against people blaming Satan for everything that goes wrong in this earth, or God even. It's not God's fault what's going on in this earth. It's men and women who choose to do evil.